This is Judy Adele. I am going to be watching a video and tossing in my comments. I'm not quite sure what song this is. I do know it's a Tim Minchin song, and the DJ had to say, remind me that it needed a language reminder that if you're, if you need to watch the language that is coming out of your speakers for your own sake or somebody else's, that you should pay attention to this or pay attention to the warning. So by the way he said it, I have a feeling I know which song this is, but we'll see. All right, let's dive in.
All right, this is the last thing you're going to hear tonight. It's a happy song, but it's got complicated words, so just listen really hard. Fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, he's a fucking motherfucker. Fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, he's a total motherfucker. Fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, fuck him, fuck the motherfucker. Fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucking Pope. Fuck the motherfucker and fuck you motherfucker if you think that motherfucker is sacred. If you cover for another motherfucker who's a kitty fucker, fuck you, you're no better than the motherfucking rapist. And if you don't like the swearing this motherfucker forced from me and reckon it shows moral or intellectual paucity, then fuck you motherfucker. This is language one employs when one is fucking pissed at motherfuckers fucking boys. I don't give a fuck if calling the Pope a motherfucker means you unthinkingly brand me an unthinking apostate. This has now to do with other fucking godly motherfuckers. I'm not interested right now in theological debate. There are other fucking songs and there are other fucking ways. I'll be a religious apologist on other fucking days, but the fact remains, if you protect a single kitty fucker, then Pope or Prince or Plumber, you're a fucking motherfucker. And I...
Okay. It's hard to know when to stop this song because it goes really fast. And yes, okay, so I have not seen this version before. I have seen him do this song occasionally, and I hope that you stuck with it long enough to get the message, because I do think the message, whether you agree with it or not, is worth talking about. Just the whole concept of if you're more upset, and I read an article when he got in trouble for doing this song in I don't know, I think it was like kind of a public square, right? So they were saying, you the language you're obviously using is not okay. And his conversation, which I do think is a valid conversation, is if you're more upset with me using the language that I'm using than you are about the thing that I'm upset about, that's a problem, right? And I totally can get that. I think that that's a worthy conversation to have. I'm going to let this play out and finish my commentary in a moment, but I just hope that for folks who've turned it on and kind of rolled their eyes, that hopefully you stuck with it long enough. I grew up in a household where that was not a word to be uttered ever. And as life has gone on, it has, kind of lost its fiery intensity to me. But it's also, how is it being said? How is it being used? What is the intent behind it, right? So it can be annoying to me, or it can be absolutely not bothersome to me. So I understand by some, that this can be a bit of an unsettling song, depending on where you're at. But I do think that the message and the commentary about it, that he's trying to say, is it's a great conversation for this topic and many, many others. Okay.
I don't give a fuck what any other motherfucker believes about Jesus and his motherfucking mother. I've no problem with the spiritual beliefs of other fuckers, while those beliefs don't impact on the happiness of others. But if you build a church on claims of fucking moral authority and with threats of hell impose it on others in society, then you motherfucker can expect some fucking wrath when it turns out you've been fucking us in our motherfucking asses. So fuck the motherfucker and fuck you motherfucker if you're still a motherfucking papist. If you covered for a single motherfucker who's a kitty fucker, fuck him. always as evil as the motherfucking rapist. And if you look into your motherfucking heart and tell me true, if this motherfucking stupid fucking song offended you with its filthy fucking language and its fucking disrespect, if it made you feel angry, go ahead and write a letter. But if you find me more offensive than the possibility the Pope protected priests when they were getting fucking fiddly, then listen to me, motherfucker, this here is a fact. You are just as morally misguided as that motherfucking power-hungry, self-aggrandized bigot in the stupid fucking hat. Thank you very much.
All right, we made it. It's a whole different thing listening to that song by yourself, and then all of a sudden it's in front of you on a screen that the entire world is going to watch, right? Well, okay, not the entire world, a small, tiny portion of the world. But anyway, you catch my drift. I certainly think again, I could have a 3-hour conversation about the philosophy around, and again, not even talking about the actual topic that he's talking about, which I think is a very, very important one, but just the concept around like I say, the people who are more upset with the language than the conversation. And I think it's an easy thing, right? There's one person sitting in front of you, performing a song, and you can sort of connect with that person or be upset with that person, or they're right there. They're either on your screen or in you're in the room, and it's kind of the tangible thing you can go after, right? And the other problem feels much more bigger and out of control, and for some people completely out of their awareness, because in a sense, it's not their problem, right? For people for whom the experience of this, I don't even know what the right words are to say, but who have experienced the subject of this song, probably feel a little bit different. But anyway, I think this stands for, sometimes I think we as a culture, as a world, we sort of attack the people who are trying to do something and trying to get noticed, but they're doing it in a way that we don't love. And so we then kind of dismiss them. And I can kind of understand that. But I also think take a moment and go, but this is also, is this a really big problem? And how do we go after what they're trying to say? We all have different ways of expressing ourselves. I have been in rooms with people where the same person has said, I don't like you coming to me with this problem because you person have come with too much passion and therefore I can't listen to you. And I've heard them say, you're just coming to me with no passion in facts and science, right? So it's kind of like the bigger picture might be that dealing with problems is hard. And it's scary and it's confronting, and he's in this song, he's kind of taken this on. It is what it is, and I'm in your face about it. So I'm just saying, if you listen to the song and you're offended, it's an interesting thing to kind of introspectively think about that. And it's just interesting with our culture, what things get played, what things don't get played, what movies are we watching, what conversations are we listening to, who are we listening to, and then underlyingly, how do we take those things and try to fix them, or how can we help support the actual problem versus just attack the person who's bringing it in a way that we find uncomfortable or we don't like or we think it's not productive. How do we turn it to be productive? So that was way more than I probably need to say, but anyway, it's an interesting conversation. I'm sorry that we're not all in the same room to have it, because I would love to hear what you have to say. And please, I would love to hear what you have to say. Comments, again, respectful, thoughtful comments are always welcome. I appreciate so much Tim's point of all this. There's always so many layers to what he writes, and it is that interesting aspect again of how this happy little ditty turns into a really intense, frustrated, and also thought-provoking on multiple levels, right? We've got the subject of the song, and then we've got the way the song is delivered. And I'm probably talking way too long about this, but anyway, that's what I love about Tim. Whether you like what he says or not exactly, or the way he presents it, some of his stuff is fun, some of it has has meaning and is trying to get us to think. And I appreciate all of the levels for which he is trying to get us to think in this song. So thank you for sticking with me this far for this very long-winded conversation. And yeah, I again love to hear your thoughts. It's funny, I remember the South Park episode. I can't remember how many times they swore in the one South Park episode the same word like 100 and some times. And it was just like, I don't remember. It was a very short amount of times. And I remember that was a big deal too. And that was for the sake of almost for swearing, if I remember correctly. Like, I don't think there was any other, like, we kind of ran with it, right? And I sometimes wonder if you put those two things together, would this get people more upset? A, because it's the F word and that sends more, we have more feelings about that, but also it's a deeper, intense topic that gets at our guts in a little different way as well. It's a different kind of a gut punch. So, all right, I will let it go there. Thank you so much for watching. Love to hear your comments, again, your suggestions, other Tim songs that you love, or anybody else for that matter, or good humor or good thinking songs. There's just some great thought-provoking songs. I'd love to hear them too, and maybe give me a little insight into them, so I have something to work with as well. So, all right, enough of that. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I think that's it. All right, we'll see you later. Until next time. Enjoy the music. Bye-bye.